Hello everybody, today we are going to unpack and set up a GE Dehumidifier. This is a 35 pint for very damp rooms for my basement. I had this Edge Star looking one and I keep getting this EC error code, which according to my internet research means the compressor is dead. I've tried like unplugging it, replug it back in, it'll work for a little bit, then it conks back out. And the humidity here right now is pretty bad, so I decided to go with this guy here. So first step, I'm going to unplug this one and get rid of it, and we will unpack this and see what's in the box. All right, we got it removed from the box. Inside the box, it was just the main unit here, as well as the instructions. There are casters inside the bucket, and we'll get those installed. So to get to those, I want to take off this tape. Throw that in the box. Same thing on this other side. And then with two hands here, because with one hand it's going to be kind of tough, just pull it straight out. And then inside here, you can see we have the casters. So I think I'm going to have to kind of manipulate these around to get them out. There we go. And here's our casters. So what we'll do is turn this guy on its side and get the casters installed. Alright, we got our four casters and we got our thing. I did lay it on the side with the foam underneath it. I don't know, it's new, I didn't want to set it right on the concrete. So to install the caster, very simple, just take it and you push it in until it pops. So you can do the same thing on all four. Easier with two hands, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones and then we'll set it back upright and finish our installation. Alright, back to upright, all four wheels are in. Now, if you plan on using the bucket just slides right back in. Very simply. Just slides right back in. And then there'll be a little floater in here. When that gets to the top, you know it needs emptied. It'll also shut off and there's a light that lets you know. Now for me, since I am right next to my sump, I am going to use a hose so that it automatically drains into my sump pit. So on the left side, there's a little access panel. And as you open that and you look inside, there is a nozzle here that a garden hose can go on. So I'm going to take the bucket out because now I can access that a little more. And I'm going to grab the hose. And basically just put this in here. You can see it from the inside, from the bucket area if you need to look at it. And we're going to thread this on. Doesn't have to be super tight, but just make sure it's on there. And now that that's threaded on, if you look at it from inside the bucket, here you can see it threaded on. And then we replace the bucket back into the unit. Alright, so we got the bucket back in, the hose is on, so really you just need to plug it in and mess with the settings. So, take my plug, you have to excuse my mess, I'm going to plug it in there. I'm going to have to change some of those around to get it all to fit. So this just goes to, I don't know, something up there, so we'll move that down. Alright, so when it came on, these lights flash. I don't know if you saw that or not. And so the overview here, the power turns it on. So the air blows out of here and it gets sucked in back here. This is where your air filter is. So as we go across, you'll have your speed. So right now it's on high, smart, dry, low, medium, high. You can change your humidity setting. That's what it is right now. It's filter, you press and hold if the filter needs replaced, and the delay is if when it's running, if you hit the delay button, it'll delay it for an hour, 2 hours, whatever you pick. So I'm gonna turn it off real quick, and back here we have our filter. So you just pull that out like this and you get access to the filter. Pull it out. It says in the instructions every 250 hours it'll indicate to clean it. The instructions in there on how to do it, but you basically soap and water and then let it air dry out completely, put it back in and get it running again. Okay, so going over this again, you have your power, fan speed, humidity control, filter, and delay. So the speed is if you want it on high. Smart Dry will look at what your setting is and it'll adjust the fan accordingly. Then you have low, medium, high. I'll probably just leave mine on high. Now, for the humidity level to set that, it starts on the low setting at non-stop. But if you hit the plus, you can start changing it. According to the instructions and some things I saw online, they recommend somewhere between 40 and 50. So I'm going to do 45. And what will happen is this thing will shut off when it hits that 45 mark. Now, fan, everything will go off, and then it'll turn back on when the humidity rises up. So we're going to see what it does. It does recommend to run it continuously for the first 24 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and see what happens. Now, another little tip, if you do a hose on the side, just make sure that the hose is going down. If it's going up at all, that water is just going to drain back and it's going to go in your bucket. You're going to wonder why your bucket's filling up and the hose isn't working. So I have that. I coiled mine around so it runs into a sump pit there. So hopefully I don't have to worry about it, and this thing runs for several years without any issues. So that is the unpacking and setting up of the GE 35 pint dehumidifier. There are several different models, which I found interesting. Amazon has a different, it's like the exact same thing but different model number than Best Buy and Home Depot. Different prices. I don't know, I tried to figure it out, but I couldn't find anything that made any sense to me. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe, and all that, and we will talk to you later.